Welcome back. We are playing Battletech Season Pass campaign. We are in the middle of a Flashpoint Prototype. We're super stoked because we are trying to track down a Raven, which we're eagerly trying to get our hands on. And I'm assuming we're going to have to make some difficult decisions here shortly. Our next mission, Prototype 2, in this Flashpoint. According to Umbra, the Black Caldera convoy has been scheduled to pass through the Battlelands of the new Jackstad. Engage the convoy and destroy it. Bravo Lance will then interface with the command vehicle's black box to obtain the location of the Raven prototype as well as the R&D facility Black Caldera has been using to reverse engineer it. Let's make this strike quickly, Jack. Bravo Lance will be holding off the Capellans while we work. I don't want to leave them out there any longer than I have to. So, I'm assuming we're not going to encounter the Raven, so we're just going to do one. We're going to keep our lineup, but before we do, we should always check and max out our skill points.
I'm ready.
Yes, Commander.
I don't think...
Commander?
Ready to rock.
Alright, Test 9 does have one, but we're saving it for Breaching Shot.
Good to go.
And then Witness, we'll kind of level that up.
Training complete.
I don't think we're even using Witness, so it's not a big deal. Alright, so we're going to accept. And we have our max tonnage. We're going to deploy. This is a pretty strong Lance. We are leveling up Test 9 and Decker. Archangel and Medusa are fairly experienced. We do have more experienced mech warriors, but we're interested in leveling up all of them. So those joining, we have played through the Arana Restoration on this campaign. So we have a nice assortment of mechs. We've completed most upgrades to the Argo. We have 2 upgrades for morale, which we are holding off on in the event morale drops. We can then build those things to help. And we'll jump in. So this is the second mission in the Flashpoint Prototype. And we are going to destroy the convoy guards and destroy the Black Caldera convoy so we can determine the location of where they are housing the Raven we need to steal. Okay, Commander, according to Umbra, this convoy will be carrying a black box with data on the location of the stolen Raven and Black Caldera's defense's secret R&D lab. I'd expect any vehicle carrying such valuable data to be well defended, so keep your eyes open. We've never gone up against Black Caldera's security team, and we don't know what they're likely to be armed with. Hopefully not heavies or assaults. The odds are high that any transport you stop will issue a distress call. You're going to want to bug out quickly after you get what you came for, so I'm marking an evac zone on your map. Make your way there once you finish the job.
I feel a tremor. Like there's creatures living beneath the surface.
Tremors. I don't know if you guys have watched that movie. I can't tell if that was Test 9 or Archangel. It was one of them. It wasn't Decker or Medusa. So denial zone. So convoy's route. That's the denial zone. They did not mark a evac zone for us, which I thought she said she would. So we're in lights. We're gonna sprint over. We do want to be cognizant that not everyone has max sprint. I don't know if Test 9 has max sprint yet. The convoy's there. That's the now zone. Convoy guards are with the convoy. We're all jump capable. Not sure what... There's a train effect there. So before we sprint up there, I just want to see if... Yeah.
I'm going. Move order received. Affirmative, Commander.
Oh. Alright, they're much further, so I'm glad I didn't path to the right. So... Decker...
Ready for orders.
come this way. We'll focus fire down the convoy, and then depending on what mechs are defending it, 70-ton vehicles, 35, 35. Whoa. So we're being smart, we're checking down. Part of the reason we're checking down is we want their mechs to move so they can't hit us. And they are cruising, so we might sprint Test 9 around.
Affirmative, Commander.
So I can't tell. Okay, so the this is an escort, this is a convoy. So they have just a bunch of convoy and escorts in there. They don't have mechs. That's why I was confused. So 60, 60, 25, 20, 35.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, Decker.
Affirmative.
Gonna be hot. We're going to use this to focus the side.
Primary target damaged. Concentrate your fire and bring it down.
Confirm. Roger that, Commander.
Boy.
Commander.
They're like, there's no way to get.
Confirm.
I'm just trying to limit the damage we take.
Got it, Commander. Ready for orders.
Can we not?
Here we go.
Alright. Might have played this wrong. Azuma says Tremors was an awful movie.
Primary
Or I
target
believe
is
that's what you were
damaged.
referencing.
Keep it up.
Sorry, I only look occasionally. I get so engrossed in the game. Like I said, I don't normally
Yes, Commander.
record. Or excuse me, I don't normally live stream. So we are going to this could be a super horrible idea. Hold on. Yeah, this might be a super horrible idea, but we're gonna hide behind this rock. We're going to Vigilance Archangel and then have him open up. But he's kind of in the, like, we're gonna bring our mechs down here so we can stop him. Scorpion Mark II, UAC.
Sensor locked.
Ah, son of a gun, I didn't think about
Wait
that.
your order, Skipper.
Yeah, I'll probably have sensor lock. S9. How do we sort of limit the damage we're gonna take? Boom. Boom. Gonna turn this off. Turn this off.
10-4.
Oof. Yeah, Mizuma says 100% Tremors was awful. I don't disagree. I've still watched a few of them, despite them all being pretty bad. Alright, so... Oh, yeah, they have crazy new vehicles that they added. The thing is, we want to make sure we're targeting the convoy. So they have some 60-tonners. So all these little plus ones are their escorts. So because of that, we're gonna reserve for a second, and we are going to move our mechs down so they're in range of stepping on them. But we are going to try to take a few of them out. Alright, so this should be okay. We're coming here. We're going to focus on the main convoy. It's kind of our priority. These guys are pretty heavily armored. SRM carrier. Oh my goodness. I just noticed that. Holy smokes. I'm having a heart attack now. SRM carriers are priority targets. Archangel is in a horrible spot. I don't know if I can jump Decker this far to take this guy out. I mean, these guys can all do a lot of damage. Alright, well this guy can definitely do a lot of damage with the AC-10. This guy can do a decent amount of damage with the UAC-5.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, we have a lot of evasion. Please. Oh no. This is horrible.
So far, so good.
Please don't make it around the rock. Oh god. Holy smokes.
That shot got past my armor.
Alright, he was stupid. That's okay, we'll take that.
Damn.
I'm not gonna complain.
Let's do this.
Alright. Hold on. Gonna vigilance you.
Acknowledge.
You're overheating.
Engaging.
Wow, that guy is super strong. Ow. Maybe not the smartest move.
Good to go. Skipper.
10-4. I'm on him.
Yee. Ow. Yeah, we're gonna take some serious damage to the generator,
Yes,
which isn't the end of the world.
Lifting off.
SRM carrier definitely has to go.
Vehicle down. Yep. Copy that.
So we're gonna focus the mission. Take this guy out, hopefully.
It's time to bug out. Get to the LZ for extraction.
So I don't even, like, we don't need to blow these guys up. I don't think it'll have much of an impact. So, if we know where the LZ is, we will actually bug out. Leave me alone. Ow. Yeah, we lost an arm. That's to be
I
expected.
lost a weapon.
Give 'em
Quite frankly, I'm
everything you
surprised we're in this good a shape. Evac zone's over there. We are going to sprint.
Let's move.
Test 9. Sprint.
Aye, aye, Skipper. Full speed. No
Going
target.
with evasion. Oof. Oh no.
They're getting the angle on me.
Ow.
Ah,
No, they took off his arm.
Gotta
Ow,
weapon
that
out.
sucks.
Receiving you.
I guess we shouldn't have been that
Copy
cavalier.
that.
I'm gonna
Locked on.
focus this guy aside.
Commander. Lifting off. Roger.
I'll blow you up. Can't believe that you
Move her
got
down.
test 9. I thought the evasion would save us. Clearly did not. What stupid damage we took. You might turn around and just,
Let's go.
actually. Might be easier if we can
I waited.
blow these guys up. Might be more
Vehicle
efficient.
trash. Ready for orders. Firing jump jet. Acknowledge.
We should have just blew him up to begin with.
Hey up. Order acknowledged. Here we go.
Yeah, it would have been easier just to blow him up to begin with. That was stupid.
Frag the vehicle.
Test
Order.
9, that crab would not have done as poorly.
Target acquired.
Alright.
Reporting. Minimal mess them up. Mess. I'm ready. Firing on target. Waiting for orders. On my way.
Secure the kill. Yeah.
Locking.
Alright.
Show me your war face.
That
Reporting. Vehicle.
took way more damage than we needed to. All targets eliminated. Sit tight and I can collect you from UR right now. Convoy Commander, I'll be in touch with Bravo Lanch and they're on their way to collect the data. They'll contact us as soon as we reach a safe cruising altitude and we can discuss next steps from there.
Mission successful.
So this is the challenge that 2 of my light mechs need repairs. So if we have consecutive deployments, we're in not great shape. And turning my back with the crab, that was a mistake. I figured with like 4 or 5 evasion pips, we'd be hard to hit. Not the case. They took out, they dealt a lot of damage. We will gladly take the other M10, although the AC-10 is also great. So this is a Flashpoint. So it looks like we can get plus weaponry. If we look at our difficulty settings, we've maxed them out. The only thing we did not max out was number of pieces of salvage, which we set to 5 instead of 8. And that's because I wanted to collect new mechs from the DLC content faster. So Prototype 3, High Orbit Fagerholm. We're getting an incoming message from Bravo Lance Commander. They say it's urgent. I'm putting them on the view screen now. Commander, we covered the data, but the Compellans, they must have followed us to the AO. They jumped us, caught us on our unprotected flank. We are 8 full alpha strikes from a lance of brawlers. Umbra took the brunt of it, half a dozen AC 10 shots, all unloaded in the blink of an eye. Her cockpit cracked like a soft-boiled egg. She didn't make it. She's gone. We're sorry for your loss, Bravo Lance. We're sorry too. She pulled us out of the shit more times than I can count. She's the one who connected us with Force Commander Sin. We'd still be fighting on Dame Catherine's behalf if Umbra hadn't opened her eyes to the truth. Hell, in all likelihood, we'd be dead in a ditch by now. We can't bring Umbra back, but we can finish what we started. So first we're gonna do our job, and then we're gonna get do right by you. We haven't forgotten our promise to help you destroy the project's data for the Raven. Good, we haven't forgotten our vow either. We're gonna do this for our home and for our people. Black Caldera, Dame Catherine, and all of the great houses can go straight to hell. Let's get to it then. We've got two different combat drops to plan, and we need to carry them out ASAP. Roger that. I guess I'll lead with the good news. We got the locations for both the Raven and Black Caldera's reverse engineering project. They're in the vicinity of New Jackstab, an old Stad, an old armory, and a hardened R&D facility, respectively. Now here's the bad news. They're both heavily defended, and any attack on one will prompt the other to go into a state of a high alert. Sounds like we're gonna have to do these jobs simultaneously then. Yeah, but we can't see. We couldn't find any specifics about the armory. We know they've got mechs in the area, but we can't put a number on it. The R&D lab, on the other hand, is extremely well documented. They've got a monstrous amount of indirect fire coverage. They have phalanx of missile turrets, trebuchets, and LRM carriers. A hostile lance couldn't even get close without Blockadier's defense pounding it flat. Okay, how do we get around that? Get to play with our assaults. With the Raven, we need to use it if we want to get through this in one piece. In theory, the prototype Raven's electronic warfare suit can prevent nearby LRM launchers from establishing target locks. No target lock, no indirect fire. Of course, sealing the Raven will trigger the aforementioned high alert. They'll be ready for incoming hostiles. Thankfully, Black Caldera doesn't know that Bravo Lance is hostile yet. As far as they're concerned, we're the good guys and the defenders of Aldrian. They'll tolerate us in their AO even after the alarm bells start ringing. Hell, they'll probably even welcome us with open arms. That warm reception will ice over as soon as you make, as soon as they realize you're on the other side. Of course it will, but we should be okay to loiter around near the lab until one of your mech warriors can meet us with a Raven. Then we'll all go in together, and the Raven will reduce their offensive capabilities to wet noodle status. That's the theory, anyways. It's as sound as any plan as any. You scout out the Black Caldera R&D lab. We'll hit the armory, liberate the Raven, and bring it to you. And then we'll blow that lab to hell together. Of course, without Umbra, we'll need a voice on the comms to give us guidance. That's you, Commander, assuming you're up to it, of course. You don't need to worry about Commander Hudson or any other members of this company. We got you covered. Let's get out there and do this. The sooner we take that mech, the sooner we can blow up the base, and the sooner we do that, the sooner we can put an end to what's happening here. All right, prototype part 3. So we're going to end this episode and start with the next one as prototype part 3. Thanks for watching, and catch us in the next one.